doing last week. So the one that we have started, this is the same one. You know, data underscore transformation file. Please open that and let's continue with the rest of the questions. Do let me know once you've ready with this.
Yes, I'm ready.
Awesome. So, is everyone done with the first question, or should we start with that? Okay, so let's start with the first question itself. So in this question, we basically required to extract, name, email ID, rating, and comments from this data column comments column. Yep. So we basically want to have them something like this, each field in different columns. For that, we basically need to create a calculated field to extract name, to extract email ID, and rating and comment separately. So let me just show you one example. All right. So for rating, so we basically used text dot between delimiter, and we passed in this particular column, and we specified what are our delimiters. So in this data set, our delimiters are the next line, right? So I've just brought this into here. So this is my first delimiter. This is the starting delimiter, comma. This is my end delimiter. Now we basically have like multiple next lines. We require to specify which delimiter are we supposed to take, right? So I specified a starting delimiter. So this one should have index of 1. So that means, so if you see this particular next line will be index 0, and this particular next line will be index 1. So we want to specify this delimiter to extract this rating, right? So from after this delimiter, we're going to have our rating. So we just say this is our starting delimiter, and from there on you take the text until you find this end delimiter, which is next line again. So end delimiter, now if you start from here, when it's going to occur? It's going to occur at index 0 itself, right? So we just specified its index as 0. Now we basically extract this particular third row using this text dot between delimiter formula. That is our ratings row. Any doubts?
Okay, all clear.
Okay, then we can please proceed with the formula and try to extract the rating. Please feel free to let me know if you're having any trouble. We can resolve them.
Yes, I'm done with the rating.
All right. So the next one, let's try to extract name. So to extract name, let's first identify what are the delimiters that we do have. So name will be always in our first row, right? So anyway, we just need to take it from index 0 until we find the delimiter next line, right? So we can use text before delimiter over here, and we can directly specify what is the delimiter till where the text you want to extract. So to extract name, we use text before delimiter, and we just specify the first next line delimiter as our delimiter.
Yeah, and done.
So next, let's extract email ID. To extract email ID, let's first find what are the delimiters that we do have. So we basically need to take email ID right after our first line next line string till this particular next line delimiter. So this index is 0. From here, we basically need to take extract our string until it's find the next delimiter as a next line, which is also going to have index 0. So in this case, we use text.between delimiter function to extract the email ID.
Akhil, I tried writing a field. I am getting some issues. So
Yeah, sure, you can share your screen.
So here I gave between delimiters and first line, second line I gave index 1 and 2. What's the issue?
Just a second, it's just loading now. All right. Can you just okay? So you said between delimiters. Can you see basically the end delimiter will be position 0.
Okay.
Because it's going to start looking for the end delimiter right after the first delimiter that you specify. So it should ideally be 1 comma 0.
But still.
And if you look into yep. So if you look into there, see after comma, you just directly need to specify the double quotes in third line.
Okay.
Yeah. Just yep. Can you just rewrite the complete formula so that you can have it? Edited formula. Just rewrite it.
Rewrite. Okay.
Text dot between delimiters. Yep. Open parenthesis. Double quote. Enter. After double quotes, comma. Enter. After double quotes, just specify 1 comma 0. No, don't go into next line. Comma 1 comma 0.
Okay.
Yeah, close parenthesis. It's valid now. Click OK.
Showing the ratings.
Yes, because for email ID, if you specify starting, delimiter has index 1, but it should have index 0, right? So you can just edit.
Okay, it starts from 0.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Let's go back in. So we have extracted our name, email ID, and ratings. Now we need to extract the comments. So to extract the comments, so we can use text.after delimiter, and we can specify the next line delimiter, which has index 0, 1, and 2, which has index 2. So that we're going to specify this particular next line as our delimiter, and we can get the text after that. So you can actually use text.after delimiter function. Formula will look something like this to extract the comments. So we use text.after delimiter, and we specify our delimiter as next line, and our delimiter index is 2. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Is this formula clear? I should explain it again.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yep.
So basically, after delimiter 0, we will get the mail IDs, and after 1, we will get the
Correct.
ratings, and after 2, we get comments. Okay.
Exactly.
So it starts from 0. Okay.
Yeah. Index starts from 0 and it goes.
Here.
Awesome. So basically, to get extract name, we've used text.b for delimiter, and we just specified our delimiter. As we haven't specified any index, by default it's going to take index as 0. To get email ID, we've used text.between delimiter, and we specified our delimiters here. And to get rating, we've used the same text.between delimiters. In this case, we specified what will be the index. So we just specified index as 1. So this particular next line index will be 0, and this particular next line index will be 1. So it's going to get text from this particular next line until it finds the next line delimiter, which is going to be here. This basically returns us the rating. And to get comments, we've used text.after delimiter, and we specified our delimiter and its index. All right, everyone extracted these 4 columns.
Yes.
Okay, let's proceed with the next question. In the next question, what we need to get, we basically need to get the domain of our email ID that we have extracted. So this is the email ID that we extracted, right? So from this email ID column, we need to get the domains. So example, in this first record, we basically need to get hotmail.com. For second record, we just need to get gmail.com, and so on. You need to use delimiter, any of the delimiter functions that you used to use, you can use them, and we basically need to get domain, email ID domain. We'll create a new custom calculated field, custom column, name this as domain name. What function can we use in here? Any idea?
Maybe text after delimiter with that symbol.
Yes, you can use text after delimiter, and we specify our email column, and @ is our delimiter. Close that, click OK. There you go. These are domain names. Okay, is everyone clear with this question? The next one, modified the extracted domain name to look symmetric. So if you look into this domain column, we are having hotmail.com small h, and we are having then hotmail.com with capital H, right? And if you look into Gmail, we are having this gmail.com with small g and capital J. So we just want to make them look symmetric. So you can use text.lower function to turn this capital case to lowercase. That will be our question number 3. Do let me know once you are done with this question.
Yeah, I'm done with it.
Awesome. So our fourth question is modify the extracted name to look symmetric as well. So yep, if you look into this name, so we are basically having all caps here. Here it's like title case, and here it's all small, right? We just want to look at similar. So we can either make everything into capitals, or we can use proper function to get something like this, where each word will have a capital case in its first letter.
Just again done.
Okay. So I'll just show you how can we do that. Names. We can use text dot proper function and we can pass in our name column. We can click OK. So that basically brings everything look symmetric. You can see each word first letter is capital case and then followed by small case, right? And our next question is, if you see the ratings, right, I do have some leading space and some tailing spaces. So we just want to trim them off using trim function. See here, so we've got some leading space and trailing space here, but here we don't have any leading and trailing spaces. So we just want to extract the number alone by removing them. So you can use text.trim function to trim the leading and trailing spaces. So I'll just say numeric rating column. I'll use text dot trim function. I'll pass in my rating. This basically trims off the trailing and leading spaces. This is what we did. We just use text dot trim function. Do let me know once you're done with this question.
Exactly.
Okay, the next one, we just want to have this comments, right? The comments that we extracted in a double quotes. So these comments that we extracted, we just want to have them in a double quotes. So for example, we just want to have it as double quotes, awesome work, double quotes. For job, good job, basically need to have double quotes, good job, double quotes. So you can use text.combine function, and you can combine double quotes and these comments, and you can end that with the double quotes again. This as comments, and we can use text dot combine, and syntax would be integers or curly brackets, and basically need to pass our text, whatever text that you want to combine, with comma separate. Okay, but let me give you the solution as we are running out of time. So we basically need to combine double quotes and with comments and then double quotes, right? So whenever we would like to pass in a text, manual text, we use double quotes by default itself. So when you try to add another double quotes, it turns out to be an error, because if you see, it's considered this as the text inside it, and it's expecting no double quotes after it, right? So to pass in double quotes as a text itself, we need to do double quote twice. So if you give 4 double quotes, then it's going to take double quote as a character, input character, and it will basically combine that input character with the comments. So here as well, I'll pass in 4 double quotes. So it's going to consider 1 double quote as an input character, and it will combine with the comments. And if I click OK, so you can see double quotes and we are having comments inside.
Akhil, in case if you want to put double quotes before and after, should we add 2 more or 1 is sufficient?
Double quotes. Let's just see. I think Yep, two more.
Okay. So for everyone you have to add 2 more. Okay.
Two more. Yes. All right. So these are the questions I do have. So what we did, we basically extracted text using delimiter function, and we did some cleaning operations on them using text.proper, text.lower, and text.trim and text.combine functions. Any doubts as of now?
Okay. All good from my side.
Okay.